Some Amazon brands just move 10x faster than others, and that's because they launch, pivot, kill and scale products faster than others in the space. And this is not because they have some better tools or secret data. It's actually because of how they make decisions. If you're part of an e-com brand and you feel like your brand is working hard but not progressing, then this video is for you. In this video, we're going to talk about what actually makes Amazon brands move 10x faster, what operational habits actually killed the brand faster than you think, and most importantly, how you can double your speed this year. And by the way, Lei is back on our growth series. She is our marketplace growth manager, and she's going to be joining me on this video. As we get into the rest of the video, don't forget to check out the link in the description if you're looking for a full stack e-commerce agency that can scale with you and grow with you as an integral part of your team. There's going to be a link down below for free audit calls. Make sure to check that out as we get to the rest of the video. So Lei, what actually makes an Amazon brand 10x faster than another? Is it because they have access to some secret data or some secret tools? What do you think?
Most brands already have access to the same tools. So we have Helium 10, we have ad dashboards, we use analytics. So the difference isn't really access, it's execution speed. The brands that move 10 times faster, they don't really wait for the perfect timing. They test, they launch, they optimize very quickly, and slower brands tend to over-discuss, over-approve, and over-analyze. For example, myself have talked to a lot of brands wherein we provided the audit, we've done a deeper dive into their account, and we already know the strategies to use, but they sit on the plan for weeks just because they want to inform everyone in the team and every stakeholder. And during that duration, their competitor is already taking a hold of, their performance on Amazon. So
Yeah.
it's either their competitors have already updated their A+ content, have already implemented an ad defense strategy in place wherein their competitors are directly advertising on their own listing. So that heavily impacts their performance on Amazon. For me, speed compounds, and every week that you delay optimization or testing is a week your competitor is actually collecting more data than you.
You just started talking about speed, and let me ask you, is slow growth usually a strategy problem, or do you think it's a decision-making problem inside of the company? What are your thoughts on that?
Honestly, for me, it's usually a decision-making problem. Speed is very important. Most brands, they already know the strategy that they need. They lack decisiveness. So we've audited accounts where the strategy was very obvious. They need better images and stronger SEO, cleaner PPC structure, but implementation was stuck in internal approvals or hesitations because they, just like what I said, they want to keep everyone aligned or they want to inform everyone in the team. So slow growth usually happens when founders want zero risk, but Amazon actually rewards momentum, how fast you are. The algorithm favors engagement, conversion improvements, and sales velocities. You can't really build that if every decision needs to take about 30 days or more.
Let's talk about ego and attachment. This is a huge one. How much does ego and attachment to products slow down innovation to the new launches?
More than people realize, more than brand owners would realize. Founders are emotionally attached to certain SKUs. That's something that I noticed when I talked to them. And maybe it was because it's their first product, maybe it represents their brand story. Or another thing I see is that brands sometimes focus too much on one or more listings just because they're already getting a lot of sales from them. They prefer other listings, other SKUs, and they usually say that those are the priority and the other listings aren't as important because they're not driving as much revenue yet. But the problem is that those not priority listings can still be affecting overall performance. So fast brands treat products like asset, not as emotion, not as an emotion. So attachment kills objectivity, and objectivity is what drives speed.
Let's talk about operational habits that quietly kill speed. Inventory, too many SKUs, too many variations, over analysis. Thoughts on that?
So there are a few silent killers that affects an Amazon brand's performance. So one thing is poor inventory planning, destroy momentum and ranking. So we also have too many SKUs and variations. So complexity actually slows decision making because you have so many variations. We also have over analysis, waiting for the perfect data instead of directional data. Another thing is no clear ownership. So when nobody is directly accountable for your Amazon's performance, then that's going to be a big issue. One common pattern we see is that brands expand into too many variations before actually optimizing the core SKU. And instead of scaling one winner, they dilute focus. Fast brands simplify, slow brands, they complicate things.
If a brand were to double their spend in the next year and they are looking at you for advice and they say, Lay, what is the first change we have to make internally? What would you say to them?
Okay, so if you want to move faster, the first internal shift is tightening their decision making cycle. So a shorter decision loop. So that means clear KPIs, one accountable decision maker, faster testing cycles, and comfort of iteration over perfection. Amazon rewards brands that adapt very quickly. If you can test faster, if you can optimize faster, and if you can correct mistakes faster, you naturally grow faster. Doubling speed isn't about working more, it's really about removing the friction.
Thank you, Lay, for sharing. Any final thoughts on this?
If you want to move or if you want to scale faster, then you really have to move quicker. Every second matters. That's what I tell the clients that I've talked to. If you take way too much time thinking about something and thinking about your next steps, then it's going to cost you a lot. You don't realize it today, but tomorrow that might take an effect on your business because the best brands always tend to improve all the time. If they have ways to improve right now, they would grab that chance. And if you don't take risks, then you're not going to improve your business. You're just going to stay where you are.
And some of the risks that you might have to take might also be changing your agency or looking for a better place where they are able to optimize your listings and make sure that you are growing in the proper way.
For anyone who is a business owner, CEO, if you want to improve your business on Amazon or any e-commerce platform, please do reach out to the team at growthscalers and we'll be happy to help you. If you want to speak to me or anyone from the team, click the link down below or you can schedule a quick discovery call down the link below.